I'm going to now go into the groups section. So in the group section, to be a part of groups, you have to be a user. All of these other sections, you do not need to be a user to check out the resources, the types of programs, the events, the news. You do not need to be a user to use those areas. Where if you would like to become a core user, that will allow you to post content if you have your own content to post, and you can join groups that are connecting on certain topics and themes across the province. Each of the three platforms will have a different way of or different types of groups and way of the groups operating, and no two groups operate exactly the same. These are different communities of practice and other collaborative groups that are in your area that are working on certain themes. So when you click on all groups, as I did, I have a little description of some of the callouts right now as some of my groups are looking for certain things. And then you'll notice all the different groups that are. On the Alberta platform, I currently have 19 groups. Now, some of these groups are open, some of them are closed. Open groups are open to anybody who would like to join them, and you'll notice that the option to join is it's just a join button. You can click on that and immediately be in the group and collaborating with the other folks in there, such as if you want to learn about Men's Shed Alberta, collaborate with folks on the immigrant senior sector connections if you're serving newcomer and immigrant older adults. Some of the groups are closed groups, such as this Provincial Home Supports Project or Provincial Assisted Transportation Project. These two are closed groups just for the folks that are receiving funding from that project. So they have specific needs and specific collaboration requirements. So if you're not part of that group, you can click request, but you might be denied if you are not part of that closed community of practice. So once you've joined a group, you'll notice in this case, the button will search from join to leave. Okay. And you can click on that group to open it up more fully. Within the group, it's similar to a Facebook group. You'll have your main feed that has different content or comments or discussion that's been going on, the different recent posts. You can click on discussions, and within there, you'll see that there's some discussions potentially, depending on the group. If you click on one of those, it might have further discussions, see? And just like social media platforms, you can like, you can comment, you can do different things in regards to those discussions. So you can start a discussion of your own on a certain theme. You can respond to somebody else's. In an earlier chapter, I showed you where notifications happened. And if somebody has posted content in here or has added a discussion, that's where you'll get the little bell notification and it'll go to your email. Group resources are different resources that folks in the group have shared. Some of the groups might have folders that help you easily weed out the search. But like other areas of the platform, you can also search by category and keywords. So in this one, we have some different types of content, some videos, some webinars, and stuff like that, and resources. For example, if I only want to see the meeting recordings, these folks have put it in a folder. So I can click on that and easily see their meeting recordings and look at past items of content. I can add my own pieces of content to here as well. You'll have to add a new resource in there, and you can add a piece of content of your own to this area. Events. Events will be upcoming events that are related to that group. Maybe it's another one that's not related to the group, but also related to that theme. So this particular event group, they host regular events for the interagency partner meetings. But then sometimes there's other ones that folks share in here that are good for immigrant serving partners. This is one of their own events. So if I click on it, it'll open up the event. You'll have some information. If I click on it again, it'll actually have the detailed and the register. Okay. Members. You see all the other members in the group. And if you'd like to message somebody, for example, maybe I'll send a message to my colleague here, Beth. I can click on that. I can get her information, such as she is my colleague here at Healthy Aging Alberta, and I can send her a message in the platform. If somebody sends you a message in the platform, you'll get a notice in your email, but you'll also get the little bubble here. Your messages will be there. And lastly, the notification settings. If there's a group that's giving lots of information, lots of content, and the notifications are getting too busy, you can turn off your notifications or you can turn them back on again. Typically, though, I don't think there's any of the groups that are overwhelming, so you should be relatively fine. But that's where you can turn things off if it's getting to be too much. Now, once you are part of a group, you'll notice if you click on, that was the all groups that I showed you first. But if you click on my groups, then it shows you which groups you're part of. So that's a quick way to search which ones you are in. And in this case, I only have one group I'm attached to on this profile. You can also, when you're in the main group window, let me go back. You can search by the type, but you can also search A to Z if that helps you. Or if you know the name of the group, you can search it, or keywords. That really helps you go through these. Every group's a little different. We encourage you to explore them, attend some of their events. They're collaborating across the province or Canada on key themes. On the Alberta platform, I can speak to some of these, such as I just showed you the Immigrant Senior Sector Connections Group, which is connecting across the province with folks that are serving immigrant, refugee, and newcomer older adults, whether they've been here 50 years or a month. So they have frequent interagency meetings. Men's Sheds Alberta is also looking to people who are trying to support men in their area, maybe around isolation, loneliness. Maybe they have curiosity about what a men's shed is or how to start their own men's shed. Social Prescribing is an open group about social prescribing. Lots of resources in this group. The events aren't as frequent, but they have lots of resources on how to, what social prescribing is, impact stories in the community, and other interesting facts. Emergency disaster preparedness is, of course, collaborating around emergency and disaster preparedness. They haven't been having too many events recently. We have a Government of Alberta Senior Programs Resource Guide group that has videos and events around that. Some age-friendly and open and a closed groups. So if you're supporting age-friendly communities, they have events on how to create supportive age-friendly communities. Elder abuse, caregivers, those are pretty straightforward. We have one that's intergenerational linkages of community practice, which is supporting intergenerational programming across the province, and folks connect monthly on that to chat about their programming. Home supports, transportation, social connection, wellness, mental health. Those are relatively straightforward. This social connection, wellness, mental health, they usually meet every 2 months and have a more casual conversation about different, what they're up to in their community and how to support older adults. And lastly, the food security group, which is straightforward. And those are the group area.